Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mariza, y'all. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any updates. Today we are talking about smudging. I get questions sometimes on how to smudge, what do I use to smudge, how do I do it, the best practices. I want to start with this, you guys. There is no right and wrong way when it comes to your spiritual journey. Go with what you feel is in your heart. Always do it with intention, do it with love. There is no right and wrong. Don't get caught up in, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? It's a spiritual journey. It has nothing to do with religion. What I do has nothing to do with religion. I believe in God, but I still believe in smudging my area to bring positive energy, to remove the negative energy. It's just a spiritual thing. So enjoy it and do it with intention. Here, you guys, I have I have a smudge stick, and I have another smudge stick, and then this was like this, except I unrolled the thread, and then I took it out into leaves because I find that when I'm smudging with white sage, it's easier for me to either break up the leaves into smaller pieces, or if I have like a group and I'm doing like a ceremonial smoke or I'm cleaning someone, I will take a small piece and then we pass that piece of sage around and everybody just kind of clears themselves. That small piece will go a long way, so there's no need to really burn the whole stick all the time. I started to burn this whole stick and it's not really staying on for me, so I'm going to break this one up into smaller leaves, or you can chop it up into a bowl, put it in a small cup, and then take out the little bit that you want at a time. With that said, let's talk about the different types of sage that they are. Some of them, right? I'm only going to get into some because it's almost endless. There's some beautiful smudge sticks that are made of all kinds of stuff. So I'm only going to talk about the 6 that I have in front of me. But just know, there's tons. My suggestion is wherever you buy your smudge sticks at, wherever you're going to buy your incense or your sage, don't get caught up in what everything is for, but really feel. Like, use your energy to just feel, and if something calls to you, grab it and then go home and maybe research it, because there's a reason that it called to you. Maybe you don't even know. I work with a lot of I go from how I feel about it, my intuition. I don't know if I need this or not, but my intuition says this is the one that I need to grab. I've gone to several stores, looked at what they had, and I didn't really get a good feel for the smudge sticks. Maybe because of who wrapped it, maybe because of the store itself. For whatever reason, I have gone into places and been like, I'm not gonna get it from here, or I'm not gonna get these. Don't feel like you have to get your smudge sticks from the first person that, or you order them from the internet. It's really hard sometimes. Make sure that you have a trusted person, or that you have a good feel for it, or that it's called to you in some way, because trust your intuition. Your intuition is everything when it comes to doing this kind of stuff. And I will leave it at that because I don't want to get too technical. So let's go through some of this stuff. The most common sage, you guys, is white sage. White sage isn't only known for antibacterial, which means white sage cleans the air in your room. It takes out all the bacteria from it, and it does a really good job of just cleaning the air. The ceremonial plant is used to remove negative energy and purify a space or place. So when I do a house cleansing, either my own new home, or I feel like my home needs to be cleaned, or maybe I'm doing somebody else's home, what I do is I will take the sage, I light it, and then I have a dish, something like this. So I will drop the sage in here like that, and then I let it burn, and then I have a stick. Let me show you my stick. This is the big one that I use. This is my, these are my feathers. I use this whenever I'm doing a house. So I'll just kind of put it out into the air so that it goes around and the smoke is constantly circulating. When you're doing a house, you want to open the front door, the back door, and as many windows as you can, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to circulate the air out. So you're trying to get the negative energy out with the sage and the good energy in. So if I'm doing a house, I'll kind of start at the very back of the house. This is how I've done it. You guys, you could do it any way you want, and if you feel like your way of doing it is better, please stick to what you know. I start at the very corner back of the house, and then I go through until I get to the front door or the back door, and then I continue until I've gotten the closets, the from the top of the wall to the bottom of the wall. I do a little bit under the beds. I'm very thorough when I sage because I don't want energy trapped somewhere or being able to hide from me in a corner that I didn't go into or I didn't think to go in the closets, and that's where the negative energy is coming from. Whatever it is that you're doing, use your best intentions, but I use a fan to make sure that I'm getting all the air circulating. If I am saging a person, then I'll use a smaller stick and I'll just kind of whip the air up on them and through. The most important thing that I would say when I sage is to make sure that the doors are open so that you're not just mixing the good with the bad and it's just kind of staying in there going in a circle. Make sure that you open the door so that there's some air going through. So again, you guys just take your sage into a plate of some sort so you don't get like the soot everywhere. You don't necessarily need a fancy fan. I didn't get a fan until later on. As long as you have something that you're just kind of going through the house. And when I do it, sometimes I'll take the stick itself if I don't have a fan, and I'll do the sign of a cross as I do prayers. So I'll say different prayers and walk through the house and kind of do crosses through the house, just depending on the energy that I'm trying to get out of the house. So if you're just doing it to remove negative energy, do the fan and some sage. If you feel like you may have something else, you can just do the sign of the cross and do some prayers, whatever feels good to you. That's the biggest thing. Go from your intention. Don't let someone tell you this is right, this is wrong, you have to do it my way. That's their journey, that's their perception. I don't like that. I just go with how I feel, and that's always the best way. Go with how you feel. It's good to get information, but trust your intuition and your instincts when it comes to this. Let's go through some other smudge sticks. Yerba Santa, this is a strong earthly scented herb used for both purification purposes, renewal, and used to help uplift your mood. When there's an argument in your home, either maybe you and your significant other, your kids are arguing, everybody in the house is arguing, it's great to sage after an argument because the argument and the tension causes the energy to kind of get negative. So if you know that there was tension in the house, there was an argument, there was a disagreement, open the doors, sage through the house and get all of that energy out, and then try to just come to some conversation that's not heated where you can clear the air on that and bring that good energy back into the house. Cedar. Cedar is a very slow burning and perfect for full rituals as well. Traditionally, cedar has been used simply for renewal, protection, and grounding. Black sage is used for aromatherapy scent to help encourage dreams, vision, incense, positive energy in your home. So I burn black sage whenever I'm gonna do like a meditation, I'm putting together some jars, maybe a spell, maybe a ritual. Anytime I'm at my altar and I'm doing something, even if it's just sitting and doing a craft or putting something together, I light black sage just to kind of help me stir up that positivity, stir up that intuition and all that good stuff. Rosemary suggests that, in fact, it stimulates the memory centers of the brain and has a sweet, crispy, woodsy scent. It'll give your home an automatic uplifting scent. If you burn rosemary, if you're a student, if you have kids who are in school while they're doing their homework, while they're studying, burn rosemary while you're doing any type of activity where you have to remember something, studying, school, just reading, doing your personal development. Turn that rosemary on and let it burn in your room and enjoy whatever you're reading or studying. It will help. And then the last one is Palo Santo. It's a holy wood, best used for when deep cleaning, clearing energy. This wood has a light citrus scent. I'm going to tell you guys this. I used to burn Palo Santo all the time. I used to just get it just from anywhere because I didn't know any better. And then I found out recently that the Palo Santo trees we're killing them off, because Palo Santo is so popular when it comes to, like, we think of like sage and then we need Palo Santo, and most stores, they just sell it together. They give you Palo Santo and they give you the sage together, so we feel like we have to burn it. It's become a super popular thing. Within that, we have destroyed the forests. So if you get Palo Santo, I don't suggest that you do because there's lots of other things that you could burn that are just as good. But if you do get it, make sure it comes from a trusted source. Make sure it comes from maybe like someone who grows their own trees and then they replant more trees and the trees are blessed upon. But don't just go out and just buy any wood and not knowing what it's doing to destroy the earth, because at the same time that you're trying to do this good intention, you're actually destroying the forest, and the Palo Santo trees are disappearing. So we don't want to contribute to destroying such an amazing tree, right? So make sure that you get it from a trusted source. A private person who makes it would be great. With that, don't get technical again, you guys. When it comes to smudging, keep it easy. It should always feel good. You should always feel good while you're burning it. When you're done burning it, do it with intention. Do it with love. If you are the vessel of love, then your energy spreads that love through. What else can I say? Don't get caught up in right, wrong. Educate yourself, listen to stuff, read stuff, but always go with your heart. Sage is a feel for me. I have to be able to feel if the sage is good, because when people wrap sage, there's an intention behind when it gets wrapped. So what does that intention look like? The person that wrapped it, did they love it? Did they care for it? Are they a loving, caring person? Or are they just somebody trying to make a buck? I am going to be making packages with my own my own sage, so look for that. As soon as they are done, I will add the link down below so that you can purchase them. But I'm going to be putting together my own smudge kit. Every single smudge kit will be put together with love, the correct intentions, so that you can bless your home or bless the people in your home. You know what I totally forgot to tell you guys is that when I do sage, I take my family outside and then I sage them off too when the house is done. So with that said, you guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I have plenty more videos like this coming up. Bye.